In this video of Visual Basic, I am going to discuss some of the common controls of Visual Basic. The very first control is the form control. It is actually acts as the container for other controls which are going to place on this form. So, it is a form. Now, the name appears on the title bar is its name. Now here are some properties of the form. So the name is form 1 and here it is showing form 1. So the very first property that we are going to change is its name. The name form 1. The name property is essential because it helps to identify a form in your project. Suppose there are many forms in your project, so the name property will clearly help you to identify the which form you are using now. So you can change it like this. Say I am writing FRM for form, and you can write any name according to the purpose of your form. Say I am just typing display, or I can write demo because it is a demonstration. So I am changing the name, and then you press enter. So now the name changes, but the name which appears on the title bar does not change. It can be changed using the text property. This text property allows to specify the text that will be appeared on the title bar of the form. So I am going to change it to demo, and then you press enter and you can see that demo appears here. There are some also few properties that you also change from the form, like its back color. By default it appears as gray, but you can change its back color. So here is the back color. You can also add an background image in your form. Right now I am going to change the back color. So you can see a drop down appears. There are system. These are some system colors. You can change it from here. You can change from the custom colors from this color palette, or you can change from this web option. So there are many more options in the web, and I am choosing from here a green yellow color, or you can choose any light color, anything you want. So you can change the back color of your form. Now let's see what are the different methods and events associated with this form. So let's first see the methods associated with a form control. The first method is show. This method helps to display the form on the screen, and another one is hide. If you want to hide the form on the screen, you can use this method of the form control. The events associated with form control are, the very first one is the form load. This event occurs when the form is loaded on the screen. So if you want to run any event, if you want to execute any command when the form is loaded, you can use this event, that is form load. And the another method associated with is form unload. So if you want to execute any command when the form is closed, then you use this method, this event form unload. So during form load, it occurs when the form is loaded and when you are closing the form, and if you want to execute any command, you are going to use the form unload event. The next common control is the label control. So let's see how it works. As you can see, there is this toolbox. So I am going for the label. This one is the label. You can click on this and your pointer changes its shapes, then you can click and drag to draw the label on the form. Now the label is used to display any text on the screen. You cannot use it to take user input during the program execution. However, you can change its properties as you changed for the form. So once again, the first property we are going to change its name, because in a form there can be multiple labels. The labels which are identifying a text box or displaying some instruction. So properly naming a label helps you to identify the correct label. So first we are going to change the name. So here is the name property. I am writing in the short LBL for label, and if you are going to use it to display the name, you can type LBL name. The second option is its back color. Right now it is transparent in nature because the back color of the form is displayed on the label. So you can also change it, the back color, differently. Say you can provide some this color. This is the back color. You can also change its border style. Right now it is none, there is no border style in it, but there are fixed single, or you can change it to fixed 3D effect if you want a 3D effect around the border of your label. You can also change the displayed text on the label using the text property. So suppose it is going to display the name, so you can change it to name and then press enter to change it. You can also change the font size and font color of the text that appears on the label using this font property. So by default it is Microsoft Sans Serif. So keep it the same, and I am only changing its size. So make it 22 and OK. So you can change it from here. You can also change the font color from here. This property is 2. Now some events are also associated with this control. Let's see them. So the events are, first one is the click. So when a label is clicked, it can occur. If you can want to execute any command when the label is clicked, you will going to use the click event. If you want to execute commands when the label is double clicked, you are going to use the double click event. And if you want to occur some events when the mouse is moved over a label, you can use the event mouse move. So these are the 3 events associated with label control. The next important control is the text box control. The text box control is normally used when you want user input during the execution of your project or during the execution of your applications. So there are some properties, some common properties associated with it. Let's check. So first of all, create a text box over here. So this is our text box control. Click it and drag it on the box as you have done for the label. So here is also the name property which you are going to change. As for any control, so it will accept the name from the user. So I am writing the name as txt name, but the text attribute or text property for the text box, I will keep it blank, because the text property normally it will be filled when the user will input anything during the runtime. But if you placed anything here when your program will be executed, it will be set as the default text. So you can write any default text if you want, but I am not writing anything now because my text box will be used to take input from the user during runtime. Some other properties are You can also change the font, you can also change the font color like the label. There is also some properties like max length. The max length property now decides the maximum number of characters you can enter in the text box. You can change it to. The multiline property allows you to enter the data on multiple lines or not. The password char property, if you want to make this text box to input text as password, if you want to use this text box to enter password, then you can set the password character. It can be dot, or it can be the stars, anything you want. What will be the password characters going to display? You can make it read only, that is, it means you cannot take any input using this text box. So these are some common properties for a text box. It has also some events associated with it. So the events are text change, that means the commands will be executed when the input in the text box is changed, and like the label, there is also click and double click events associated with the text box. That is, but the most common property, most common event of the text box control is this text changed. So whenever the input of the text box will be changed, the commands will be executed. Now let's move on toward the last control, that is the button control. It is the most important control because whenever you click on a button, some events will going to occur. So let's first add it on the form. So here is my button. Click on it and drag to add the button on the form. It also has the name property. You can change it to, I'm changing to button click name. There is also the text property of it. You write the text according to your need. I am writing click. You can also change its font size or font color. You can change its back color. You can add background image, etc., you want. And one event that is associated with it, the most common event, is the click event. That means when the button is clicked during the running of the application, any event, any command associated with it will be executed. So these are the some common controls of the Visual Basic, and as well as their different common properties.